Tropical storm watches have been issued in Florida. Isaias forecast to become a hurricane near the East Coast. Isaias has prompted new tropical storm watches in Florida. First impacts could be felt in parts of Florida as soon as Saturday. Isaias may become a hurricane near the northwest of Bahamas or Florida this weekend. The forecast for this system beyond the Caribbean is still highly uncertain because of multiple factors. Isaias may ultimately impact a sizable swath of the East Coast as far north as New England early next week. Tropical storm Isaias is emerging over the ocean north of Hispaniola and could become a hurricane near Florida and the Bahamas this weekend. Then track up to the East Coast as far north as New England early next week. Tropical storm watches have been issued in parts of the Florida Peninsula, including Miami, Fort Lauderdale, and West Palm Beach. A watch means tropical storm conditions are possible within 48 hours. Hurricane warnings have been issued for northwestern Bahamas, including Nassau, Freeport, and the Abacus Islands, where hurricane conditions are expected Friday night into Saturday. Tropical storm warnings stretch from the Dominican Republic and Haiti into the central Bahamas chain. A warning means tropical storm conditions are expected in the next 36 hours. The National Hurricane Center has stated that these warnings may be later converted to hurricane warnings in the central and northwest of Bahamas. While bands of locally heavy rain are persisting in parts of Puerto Rico, the heaviest rain is now pummeling parts of the Dominican Republic. Winds have gusted to 52 miles per hour on Thursday in Punta Cana. The heavy rain has triggered serious flash flooding in several areas of Puerto Rico. Multiple fallen trees, mudslides, and flooding was reported in southwest Puerto Rico. This is what we know about the forecast for any potential United States and Caribbean impacts in regards to tropical storm. Yes, the National Hurricane Center has projected that the path of the tropical storm could be located near or east of the Florida Peninsula by this weekend. Then it will gradually move northeastward along the East Coast. However, this forecast is not nearly as straightforward as it might seem. There are a number of reasons for this uncertainty in both track and intensity. It's still too early to precisely determine the system's future track and intensity with regards to the mainland United States, and therefore potential impacts including rain, wind, and storm surge flooding. Here is what we are actively figuring out right now. In terms of intensity considerations, the most immediate monkey wrench in the forecast is the island of Hispaniola. Land interaction with the higher terrain of this island will make it become temporarily disorganized. In fact, a completely new circulation center appears to be forming in association with the ongoing cluster of rain and thunderstorms wrapping near the north coast of Hispaniola. All this could cause a rift in the forecast path of this system. Next, we should focus on the fact that Isaias will have to battle unfavorable upper-level winds, producing what meteorologists refer to as a wind shear along its track from the Bahamas and beyond. This is usually a nemesis of tropical cyclones. However, warm weather is plentiful near the Bahamas and the southeast U.S. coast, a factor that could favor intensification. Land interaction, wind shear, and warm water temperatures should lean toward slow intensification as shown in the National Hurricane Center's forecast. In terms of track considerations, the forecast track going forward leans heavily on steering features in the atmosphere, the Bermuda High, and an upper-level dip in the wind flow over the Mississippi Valley. Isaias is expected to make a northward, then northeastward turn this weekend into early next week, but exactly when and how sharp that turn occurs will heavily influence impacts in Florida and along the East Coast. All that depends on the exact orientation and strength of those steering features. The National Weather Service will be releasing extra weather balloons to help figure out these atmospheric steering agents in the next few days. Generally, there are 3 potential track scenarios regarding the East Coast this weekend into next week. The storm turns sharper sooner and remains far enough offshore to only bring glancing rain and wind to Florida and parts of the East Coast. That is the first scenario. The second scenario is that the storm turns less sharp and later, moving into the Florida Peninsula, then largely inland with soaking rain along its path. The third scenario is this, a path generally between the 2 first scenarios described, where the storm rises up the East Coast with rain, wind, some surge flooding from Florida's East Coast, perhaps as far north as the northeast seaboard. As it stands, this third scenario appears to be favored by most computer forecast models, but that could change as well. Incidentally, there are also uncertainties in how fast Isaias moves near the East Coast. Some computer model forecasts are faster, some a bit slower, so the timing of all this may also change. As it stands now, the system in whatever form is expected to arrive near South Florida today and possibly central or northern Florida Sunday. That could result in at least some rain, wind, surf, and some coastal flood impacts in Florida this weekend. From there, it could pass near the Carolinas late Sunday into Monday, then pass near parts of the northeast seaboard as far north as New England, sometime from late Monday into late Tuesday. Swells generated by Isaias could begin arriving along the southeast coast of the U.S. as soon as late Friday, leading to high surf and the danger of rip currents. Surf will remain elevated through the duration until Isaias passes. Residents along the East Coast from Florida to Maine should monitor the progress of this system closely and have their plans ready to go in case they're needed. In terms of the Caribbean and the Bahamas forecast, Isaias is producing strong wind gusts and bands of heavy rain over Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, and the Turks and Caicos. Heavy rain and gusty winds in Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands will gradually wind down from east to west by Thursday night. For the Dominican Republic and Haiti, conditions should gradually improve by Friday morning. Dangerous flash flooding and mudslides are expected, particularly in high terrain of these areas, where up to 12 inches of rain could fall. In the central and northwest Bahamas, conditions will deteriorate by Friday, and hurricane conditions are possible by Friday night into Saturday, with damaging winds, heavy rain, and storm surge flooding. This includes areas ravaged last September by Hurricane Dorian. Of course, the latest peak storm surge forecast shows above ground level from the National Hurricane Center in areas where winds will blow onshore. Central and northwest Bahamas, it will be 3 to 5 feet. For southeast Bahamas, it will be 1 to 3 feet. Of course, stay tuned with us at the Learning Academy. We'll be giving you more weather updates on Tropical Storm Isaias. Now like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay safe as you journey on your way this weekend. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about Tropical Storm Isaias making its way through the Caribbean.